Hello, welcome to another episode of the Race to Go Racing. So today I'm on my own. We're going to tackle the floor. So we're going to pull the floor off this one and then use it on this one. There. And then we'll prep all this, cut all this to shape. Cut this panel off that somebody's put on there previously so it looks smart. I'm going to cut a panel out here. Probably get rid of this and then strip this panel off, just like cut it very like that, and see if we can use as much of that as possible just to fill in this hole here, because this is all new. It's just this section here. See if we can save this. So started off by measuring it out, making sure it's all the right size. Unfortunately it didn't actually fit, but we learn and we move. So I've just cut that brace off. Yeah. Well, just beat it with a hammer and just broke all the tacks and just give it a tap. That's scrap now. And then here, you can see where they've put it on and not prepped in here. So if this card had gone out, this would have all rotted through over time. So we'll have to clean that up before we put it on. But I'm just going to cut down this line. I'm going to straighten it up now. This isn't the way. It's almost straight, but it's not quite there. So I'm going to straighten this line up now, make sure it's even. I think it was 95mm, and that gives us 5mm extra to play with. So and then I'm going to cut it from there all the way down there, and then see if we can mate it to that. I might do an extra 10mm just so we can trim that a little bit and make it fit nice and snug, considering how big the panel's going to be. Yeah. So let's crack on, eh? The dust that's actually been thrown up here is actually all the filler and foam that's still left in that sill, even though we tried to clean it all out. Absolute mess. Bosh. It's a section of floor we need. So we'll put this to one side now, get the other side out, and then we'll start cleaning these up. Before we cut the other one off, we're going to cut this old panel out. Obviously somebody hasn't used the floor, a new floor, so we're going to cut this panel out so then we can measure it up. It's been welded in quite well here, so see if we can. Don't want to take too much of this bottom sill off because well, it's brand new and I don't want to have to order another one. So I'm going to try and pry this down here, maybe just give it a bit of chiseling, just see where the welds are holding it on, and then we'll go from there. So we've got this one off now, and I've just prepped it for, well, just took the layer of rust off. I mean, you would have never ended up with no rattle because all of these bolts were sat in this structure brace. So you'd have been driving down the road looking for this rattle, but it's actually welded inside the car. I'm just going to put some weld-free primer on it now, and I'll just protect it like we've done for a lot of the bits on here, like the arches and stuff. I'll just protect it from the rust, and when we get it from shop blasters, it'll be painted then. And if we need to make any amends, obviously being weld-free primer, it's easy to do that. I'm going to measure this up like I measured the other one up, and then I'm going to cut out this bit. By the end of the day, we'll have them both cooked out, We'll have them both cut out, both prepped, and then tomorrow we'll weld them all in. So this is pretty rusty in here, there's loads of foam in it. I'm going to try and chisel down this edge just to make the cut a little bit easier. So see how we got here. It's pretty tight in there. Sometimes it benefits to have a rusty car, especially in this case. Make our life a lot easier. So I've just finished cutting down here, so I'm going to flip it over. I've cut here, I've cut across there. I'm going to put it on its deck and attack these tack welds on either side. Hopefully I'll get off with majority of this. I have nicked it a little bit there, just to make it a little bit easier to manipulate it onto there. I've kept the plate from that side on here, so we could weld it from the bottom. That's an option, so you can't see the welds on the other side. So it might be easier actually just to put that plate on and then just seam weld it all down here. It's quite thick there as well, so we risk blowing through. And then the top bit, I haven't quite decided whether we neat this up and then yeah, sort it out from this side again. The same with the top as well. We've got some metal in here to clamp down, but we should be pretty good. Just going to flip it over, take that other side off, take both of them off, and then make them fit nice and neat, and then we'll weld them. So that's both bits of floor out. They don't look like much at the moment. What I'll do now is I'll clean up these edges here and there, and then we'll start prepping these to be able to fit nice and snug, ready, obviously, for welding them in. So we need to take this box section off, clean up this edge, because we managed to save a lot of edge there. It might help us, might not. And then this edge is pretty tired, so we'll probably end up lobbing that off and finding a way to fit this nice and neat. Yeah. Oh, so we're wrapping up there for the day. This prepped. So this is going to be an overlap joint that sits over here, just so we can keep little bits of it. And I've noticed that part of this floor, presumably because this is original, is slightly different. So these drain holes aren't in this one. So I'm going to overlap it just to save a bit of that, keep the integrity of this, and then we can weld it from the other side and bring it all down with filler and stuff and make it look all smooth. Ideally we would order 2 new panels, but unfortunately the budget doesn't allow it, so we would normally just order two new floor panels and just put them in. Here, cut this slightly too short, annoyingly, probably a bit rushed. But this needs manipulating anyway, so we should be able to make this one work. I did this first and then realised I should have done like that. So, make mistakes, but that's what you're doing it. Get some gas, finish welding that in, that means Steve did last episode. Finish doing this. This is all prepped and ready to go, so until next time, when you see us weld again, have a good one. Bye.